I didn't come, amen, to please you. I come to set a sword. Yeah. Let not my will, but let thy will be done. Say it. The Bible said just speak the word. Hey, before you can speak the word, I want to tell you not to get delivered. The word. Jesus said in St. John Gospel 15, he all clean through the word. That word wash you, baby. That word wash you, man.
That is formed against you. And when I came to Monument of Faith and I looked up on the wall and I said, no weapon that is formed against the apostle shall not prosper. When you are in the relationship with God and you know you have a fellowship with God, preach this thing like it is. Come here. Come here. I got to preach this thing. When you are in a fellowship with God and you got this relationship with God, oh, y'all don't hear me. I want to talk to somebody that know what I'm talking about. I want to talk to somebody that been down here, don't move, been down here crying all night, been down here 7 days a week, came from your job back on the altar. I want to talk to that person. You got a fellowship with God. They got a foreclosure on your house. They didn't lay you off your job. You ain't got no money coming. You ain't got no more income coming in. Now you running to the apostle. What I'm going to do? I tell you what you do. Come on back where you used to be. Get on back down here. Cry. I say cry. Cry until God come back to you. And then when he come back, you can say, Father, I'm your daughter. I know I messed up, but I ain't messing up this time. If you just give me one more chance, I'll make it right. Come on, clap your hands and say, thank God. Hey, I'm talking to somebody that wants to get that close fellowship with God, that close relationship with God. Can I preach like I want to? Look what he said. No weapon. In the 54th chapter of Isaiah, in the 17th verse, no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper. When the devil says you're going to lose everything you got, stop him and say, hold it. Wait a minute. Let's get it on, buddy. Come on, baby. You can take it. I'm ready to fight now. No weapon. Now, I want somebody to help me out. No weapon that is formed against me. I don't care what the devil do. I don't care how he bring it up. I don't care what he said. You're going to lose your house. You ain't going to get no job. And your unemployment is running out. You ain't going to get no more. But I heard no weapon. No weapon. Look at somebody and say, no weapon. The day is a new beginning. Somebody getting ready to get a miracle. Somebody getting ready to get a breakthrough. I used to hear the apostle say, this is your time for a breakthrough. I said, Lord, I've been battling and fighting and still ain't got a breakthrough. But I heard God say, I haven't brought you out of boot camp yet. You still in the making. After I make you, I got to put you in the furnace. And I got to melt everything down inside of you that's not like me. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper. Now here where you want to hear. No weapon. That is formed against you shall not. No, ain't no moaning this time. We had enough moaning. We need some sound teaching. We need to come back to yesteryears. Get back down on the altar. And I'm convinced and persuaded that God is bringing the church back to the altar. And when we begin to cry out before God and lay aside our plate and get down on the altar and cry till your soul is delivered. Clap them hands and say, thank God. No weapon that is formed against you, and every tongue that shall rise up against thee in judgment, thou shalt condemn. Oh, I remember when you talked about me like a dog. It's my turn. You say I was a low-down, dirty member in the church. It's my turn. Every tongue. Oh, ain't nobody escaping, honey. Ain't nobody getting away. But if you want to see God work in your favor, line up with the word. When you line up with the word, God will line up with you. Lift them hands and say, help me, Lord. Every tongue that shall rise up against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the inheritance of the servant of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, say God. This is God's promise to me, to you. You ain't got to fight them that talk about you. You ain't got to buckle. All you got to do is obey God. Lift them hands and say, help me, Lord. Whew. It's getting hot now. Go with me to Deuteronomy, the first chapter. If we would preach a little bit faster, maybe we can, Well, I'm not talking in turn for you to shout, because there's people need to be delivered. I'm going to give you a testimony, so to speak. Now, look back where he brought you from. I said, look back. Andrew, where he brought you from. He said, what I want you to do is just go back a little bit. And look where he brought you from. Walk. Now look back. I'm not where I used to be. I'm not where I used to be. And that's all God is trying to tell you. When you was walking in the fellowship of God, and when you had that relationship with God, God met your needs. Now, what is the problem here? I heard a preacher say it's going to get so bad until all of us ain't going to have no money. I said, you're lying, the truth ain't in my spirit. I didn't say it to him. No, get that right now. Why you say that? Because when you are walking with God, you are in command. And the Lord said, command ye me. See, in the first chapter of Deuteronomy 6 verse, it said, the Lord our God spake unto us in horror, saying he had dwelled long enough. I heard that message over 30-something years ago. Long enough. Now some of y'all been out of work for several months. Been broke for several years. Ain't moved in. But how many ready to move forward? Meat. Look at somebody, tell them. Meat? No, I want to talk to somebody over here, because they sound too dry over there. Meat? That's what I'm talking about. I like that. Meat? God from Zion. Now, I want somebody over here that really want God to meet them, but you got to understand now, you got to meet God. Meet. That's what I'm talking about. Meet. That's what I'm talking about. He said, the Lord met us in the wilderness. But now, they had been in boot camp, this young generation, with their hard-headed first generation of parents. See, sometimes you can make it tough. You can make it difficult for the person that's trying to get through. What do you mean by that? She's trying to pray, and you trying to tell her, come on, girl, you'll pray later. You are hindering. You got to keep fighting. So what are you saying? What I'm saying is, God spoke to Moses in harbor and said, you had dwelled long enough in the wilderness. All the hard-headed parents are gone. They wiped out. Now let the young generation take its course.